Hello everyone. This is Dr. V of LivTarot.com, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. Here I do twin flame readings, business and money readings, and deck reviews. So please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss all the fun, okay? So for those of you who are here today, thank you for being here, because I know that not all of you are entrepreneurs or business owners. Either you are here because you want to be able to create more abundance in your life and you want to improve and heal your relationship with money. So that's what we're going to work on first in all of these videos, okay? Because what I'd like to do is to open up these readings for those of you who are in traditional careers and you're fine with that. That's fine. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. So the first half, we're going to work on money and abundance, and that applies to all of you, okay? That applies to all of you equally. Second half, we're going to then shift into people who are entrepreneurs already or are considering being an entrepreneur. Say, you're stuck in a job right now, you don't like it, it's a 9 to 5, you feel very restricted, and you have, dreams, aspirations, goals to become an entrepreneur, and you'd like to open your own business. Then the second half will also be very, very useful to you, because it will get you into the mindset of being an entrepreneur. And even though my deck is called the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, you do not have to be a woman to be watching any of these readings or for any of it to fit you. It's really all about our relationship with money, how we can attract more abundance into our lives. And for those of us who are wanting to build a business, how can we do that so that it's long-term, it's sustainable, and it really brings us the freedom and the income that we desire. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So in order to help you with all of that, I've also created a free ebook and audio course for you. It's called the Ultimate Tarot Business Plan. Now, many people have told me after reading this and going through the audio course that it's actually totally relevant for any kind of business. So even though it says tarot business, it doesn't have to be a tarot business. It's absolutely free. So why not go and download it and see, right? Even if you're thinking of starting a different type of business. The link for it is in the box below, and you can see it at livtarot.com/business. But I will put that link down there. And it's really powerful. It's extremely useful because it's an ebook as well as an audio course with me. So make sure you go and download that. Now, I've been getting a lot of emails about business coaching. So people have been writing to me saying, do you do business coaching? Saying, can you help me build my business? And it's interesting because it's not just tarot related. I've had people write to me saying, I don't have a tarot business. Can you coach me anyway? So what I did for all of you, and I think it's wonderful, thank you so much for writing to me about that, is that I added a business coaching option on my readings page on livtarot.com. So I'll put the link for that as well. So I have two options for you. One is a personal business reading that we can do together, and the other is actually a business consulting or coaching call, where we'll talk about exactly where you are in your business, and I'll give you a strategic plan to take you where you'd like to go from where you are now, even if you haven't started yet. Say you have an idea and you want to know how to monetize that idea. Well, I've been doing this for over 8 years. I've built multiple online businesses. So this is something I can do in my sleep. So if you go to that page that I've linked below, you can choose whether you wanted to do a reading or an actual coaching call, okay? And it's very easy. You can just go ahead and click on the buttons there and sign up. All right. So let's get started with, I'm going to start shuffling the decks that we'll be using today. And I'm also going to be listing out those decks in the box below. I'll also give you a timestamp, right? If you'd like to go straight to the beginning of the reading. And so I want to let you know that I want you to make sure that you look as you're watching this reading, I want you to make sure that you very closely think about the things that come up, because what these money and business readings really do is to go deeply into issues and gaps that you're not currently seeing, right? And we do that especially, and then we take those gaps and we use the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur deck to give you specific business strategies in order to fill those gaps. And you know what, guys? I've done multiple searches online. I have not found any kind of oracle deck like this. This is the only one of its kind in the world, literally. I mean, I never thought I would say that about something that I've created, so it makes me very happy to say that. There is nothing else out there. This is all business strategy, specific business strategies based on my 8 years of doing this. So that's what we're going to be doing. So oftentimes what happens is that the things that come up for you may be things that you just have not thought about or considered, right? So it may even seem strange to you. Oh, like, really? Do I do that? But that's why I want you to really think deeply about what you have been doing and consider this a way in which to look at gaps, okay? To look at stuff that you haven't been thinking about or maybe even doing when it comes to you, money, and even business. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, so I have it all done. Let's go ahead and start with our opening prayer. Beloved Spirit, please send your guidance through these cards for the greatest benefit of all who are watching. Lovely. All right. So as I said before, let's start with our with things that have to do with our relationship with money. Okay. So we're going to start there. First question for Spirit is, what is our current energy or vibration when it comes to money? Okay. As we're coming into this right now, this week. Wow. What is our current relationship or vibration when it comes to money? All right, so look at this. Okay, so this is telling me right off the bat, okay, that we have two things going on here with money. What we are thinking about money and how we're feeling about money, because we have here the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. So what this is telling me, especially with this, okay, look at this combination here. The Queen of Swords with the Imprisonment card. So what this tells me, guys, is that many of you watching this reading right now are really stuck in your head when it comes to money. Like it's almost like thoughts of money and maybe even the lack of money are consuming your thoughts, right? Like that they're just consuming you right now. You're feeling imprisoned by the thoughts that you have about money, okay? I'm also sensing a lot of fears around money here. So there's something in here that's keeping you stuck, okay? There are fears that you have about money, fears about not having enough, fears of lack of money that is keeping you stuck right now. So you're in this, like really like very analytical in your head. You're going over it again and again and again, right? And it's almost like this obsessive thinking about making money, wanting to make more money, not having enough money, and the constant worries that go with that, because you also got the King of Cups, which tells me that this is also about your emotions regarding money, right? Like that you are really in a state of like where you are extremely emotional when it comes to thinking about money. right? Like it's almost like you want to be in control of your emotions about money, but yet you're not, right? Like you're stuck in your head, and it makes you feel like where can I actually gain control about how I feel? Because if I could be in this King of Cups energy, maybe I wouldn't be so afraid, right? Maybe I wouldn't feel such imprisonment, such lack, right? So there's this very interesting dynamic going on here about the way you think and feel about money. So let's see what this law of attraction for money card that you got has to say. It says, we are each responsible for the thoughts that we think. Wow, right? There you go, right? Very, very telling here. So let's see what it says. When you are in alignment with who you really are, you cannot help but uplift those with whom you come into contact. Your value to those around you hinges upon only one thing, your personal alignment with Source. And the only thing you have to give to another is an example of that alignment, which others may observe, then desire, and then work to achieve. But you cannot give it to them. Everyone is responsible for the thoughts they think and the things that they choose as their objects of attention. Okay, so what this is saying is that if you want to bridge this gap between being that Queen of Swords who is constantly caught up in the fears and the thoughts surrounding money, and you want to be more empowered, you want to get a hold of your fears, you want to take control of your emotions, you're going to have to come into alignment with that which is greater than you, and that is your own spirit, your own source. That when you come into alignment, then you won't feel that fear anymore, right? Because alignment with Source is all about having faith and trusting in the universe that you do have the power, you do have the capability to manifest the kind of money, income, and abundance that you want. Right? You do have the power within you, but what's happening is that you're looking too much to external factors to bring it to you. And you're relying too much on thoughts, obsessive thoughts. And so you're not, because you're so trapped in those thoughts, you're not able to get out of them and really get in touch with your spirit. Really get in touch with that internal guidance that you have, which is really the source of all abundance, which is going to point you in the right direction, which is that internal word from the universe, from your source, from spirit that will guide you to where you need to go. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I think it's a very beautiful, powerful opening message here. Okay, so let's talk about then what is... let's think about what are the if this is the case, what are the future energies like coming up soon, right? Like our immediate future energies between you and money. Like where is your journey for abundance going right now? What can we expect? What are the future energies in your journey? Wow, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, look at this. Gorgeous, okay? So you know what? I'm so glad that we asked this question, because look at you. Even though Spirit is saying that even though you may be in a state of fear, maybe analysis paralysis, overthinking, obsessive thinking, and fears regarding money, I think Spirit is saying is that it is within your control to you being the main female, right? This being you, the person watching this video. You don't have to be a woman. You could be a man too. That's fine. But the main energy of your life is you, right? The energy that determines, manifests, takes action, thinks, feels, tastes, touch, all is you, the main person of your life, and that it is within your power to achieve this rebirth, okay? To achieve this kind of rebirth when it comes to your relationship with money, okay? You can achieve the healing that you may need because, right, so much of what you're going through right now in terms of money is really about your past, right? Like, how were you raised in terms of money? What did you see around you? How did your parents or caregivers behave with money? You know, like were they very, like, did they spend too much so that it got them into trouble? Did they spend not enough? Were they always holding on to their money? You know, what kinds of examples of values around money did you see as you were growing up, and how has that affected you? Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever considered that, right? And some of that does hold us back. And so I think what Spirit is trying to say here is that you need a rebirth. You need a rejuvenation, almost like a reincarnation when it comes to your energies surrounding money, because you need to move away from the ways in which you have been stuck with money in the past, the kinds of levels of thinking that are keeping you trapped in a particular income cycle. Like say you're the kind of person who you feel like you've work so hard and yet you can never get to that next level of income. Like you're always at a level of income that feels like it's not enough, right? It's not enough. But no matter what you do, and no matter how much harder you work, you just can't get out of that level. Like you just can't get to that next level. And so I think what Spirit is trying to say is that if you want to get to that next level, you're going to have to do things differently. You can't just keep repeating what you've been doing already over and over again. You're going to have a rebirth in terms of your mindset, in terms of your alignment with source, in terms of your alignment with yourself. So it's going to take some action, some internal work to rebirth from that, right? But if you do, look at this. The 10 of Cups is the most beautiful, satisfying, content card in tarot. It's all about being able to manifest the complete picture of everything you want in life. Isn't that so beautiful? 10 of Cups, you have it all. You have the family that you want, the abundance that you want, the home that you want, the income that you want, and you are just thriving. Isn't this so beautiful? So look, this is what Spirit is telling us, that you have this potential, you have this capacity, you can get there. But you have to step up as the main energy, to empower yourself as the main energy, the driving force of your life. How beautiful is that? Wonderful. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to transition into, for those of you who are entrepreneurs or are looking to become an entrepreneur, you want to, build a business. So we're going to go into that. So let's look at what is the current energy or vibration of you, the entrepreneur, right now when it comes to business. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at this. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Amazing. All right. So what this tells me is that you, entrepreneur, are coming into this reading strong right now, okay? You feel very strong. You feel like there is a tremendous amount of potential for you to be independent, okay? This 9 of Pentacles is all about financial independence, okay? It's about standing on your own 2 feet, building your own little empire, okay? Doing it on your own, never having to rely on other people for money or resources, but being able to generate and create your own resources through your own skill, your determination, your hard work, and your willingness to do whatever it takes. Okay. And that's why you're also getting the Strength card. This is beautiful. This shows me that the strength is within you. Okay. What you need to achieve that kind of independence is strength, and you have it. So when it comes to your business, as you're moving forward, you are feeling good, Divine Entrepreneur, this week. And what this courthouse also tells me is that you may want to look at, because you are feeling very strong right now in terms of the potential of your business, in terms of what's going on currently with building your business, you may want to look at the legal aspects of it just to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. So you may want to ask yourself, like, do you have a business banking account? Do you have a business credit card that you use? Are you able to keep your finances separately? Are you incorporated? Okay. Is your business a corporation? Have you put in all the paperwork that it needs to have a real business? You may want to take a look at all the legal aspects, because you're coming in strong right now and you want to make sure that all your legal ducks are in a row. Beautiful. All right. So then let's look at what are the kind of maybe certain blind spots or strategic and marketing things that you need to look at in order to continue to grow your business. So where are you in terms of growing your business? Where are the gaps? Very interesting. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so now what this is telling me is the Seven of Pentacles energy, okay, along with the false person here. And I'm feeling like it's like a twofold issue here. So one part of this is that it's almost like this false person is giving you a warning on two levels. So one is that you don't want to be false to yourself, okay? So it's like being really truthful and aware of where you are, okay? Like don't turn a blind eye to things that aren't working in your business. Right? Don't kind of fool yourself into thinking that you're doing all the right things. You know, don't fool yourself into thinking that, hey, I'm doing everything perfectly. There's nothing that I'm missing, because you have to really look at are you getting the income that you currently want? Or are you leaving money on the table? Like, do you have the kind of income you want? Or is it just kind of trickling in? Like, where are you in terms of your income? And say you do have somewhat of the income that you want. Is it consistent? Are you making it? Are you hitting your income goals every single month? So I think this false person card is telling you to not bury your head in the sand about where you truly are, right? Like to be very honest with yourself and look at your numbers, okay? The other aspect of this false person that I'm also getting is also to just beware of certain people that you're going to have to work with in your business. Sometimes we might hire people on Upwork or hire people on Fiverr, contractors, vendors, people that we work with in order to actually make the business run. Sometimes they're not good. Okay, so be careful this week in terms of who you hire, who you contract with, and who your vendors are. Just keep an eye out because sometimes they're not trustworthy. So that's the other part of what I'm getting here. The other part is the Seven of Pentacles, which tells me that you want, so you've planted the seeds of things in your business and you're waiting for things to manifest, okay? So some of your blind spots may be, some of the things that you may not be looking at is that where can this manifest? Like what have you planted? What have you not planted in terms of seeds, right? In terms of different kinds of seeds in your business that are going to create the greatest outcomes, the greatest levels of income for you, right? So have you planted all the seeds that you need to? Are there income streams and other things that you could do, other products or services that you could definitely offer that you may not be offering now? Okay, that's another issue that comes up with the Seven of Pentacles, where we've planted seeds, where we've done some work, we're waiting for things to, take fruition, to grow for us. But the question is, have you covered all your bases, right? So that's one part. And I think these are some of the bases that you may want to look at in terms of what you've covered. See, so are you masterminding? I mean, have you joined any kind of group of people? It could be a Facebook group. It could be a community of other entrepreneurs who are in your niche. Anything that can give you love, support, and feedback, okay? That can give you honest feedback on where you are and what you're doing. That can take a look at your website. They can take a look at your shop, take a look at your services and products, right? Are you masterminding with other people? So that might be something you want to look at. Okay, next thing, a blind spot for you may also be learning, okay? Work with a mentor to implement the right strategies to get the business results you want. Be open-minded and enthusiastic to learn. So what these two are both telling me, since they've come up together, is there something that you don't know? Okay, like, are you kind of shooting in the dark when it comes to your marketing and business strategies? Okay, are there things that you could be doing to bring in more business but are not currently doing? Okay, so that's the main thing here. You want to start looking at income streams. You want to start getting some feedback. So don't just be an island in and of yourself. So because when we're just there alone looking at our stuff, everything may seem fine, right? But you may be missing out on opportunities to grow your business that you're not seeing, and things that could be simple strategies that you could put into your business that will, really up your level of income each month. Very, very important here. Okay, so let's look at what are some future energies, coming up with your business, and what are some really strong action steps that you can take this week in order to bring in more clients, more customers, build your brand, and really start building up and scaling your business. What are some steps that we can take? Okay, so, wow. All right. So what you're getting here, look at this, is this Eight of Cups. Okay. In terms of your upcoming future energies for your business, for your, for yourself as an entrepreneur, the Eight of Cups tells me that you may be turning your back on things that could be helping. It's almost like when the Eight of Cups comes up in a business or money reading for me, I almost feel like part of it is about the shiny object syndrome. Because see, what this shows is that this person, even though they have 8 cups in front of them that could be full of money and abundance, they're turning their backs on them and going elsewhere. Right? They're not accepting these 8 that are already there. They're off on an adventure to look for something else. Right? And that's the part of that risk taking, right? That they're risking that, hey, there's something better here out there for me than these 8 cups. So what this tells me is that you need to be careful about shiny object syndrome. Okay. As in, like, don't get distracted from the foundation of your business that you may already have in place to go look at other things, like to go off on different tangents. Oh, maybe I should do this. Oh, maybe I should do that. Oh, maybe if I do, then that's split energy. Okay. And that's not going to give you the results that you want. So this is a very, very wonderful, wonderful supportive card from Spirit, I feel, to tell you to start focusing. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Do not split your energy. Don't go off chasing pipe dreams in all different directions if you really want your business to grow. Okay. So I feel like, again, you're getting this privileged lady card because it has to do with taking power. Taking a stance, being that privileged person in your own life, in the sense that you have the power to make these decisions. You have the power to be abundant, to bring more abundance into your life, to live a life of beautiful privilege, in the sense that you have freedom over your life. You don't have a job. You are your own boss and the leader of others, right? So here are some steps of what you can do to head in that direction. So these are the 2 that you got. One is you need to focus on attracting, okay? Focus on attracting and building relationships with clients who are happy to buy your products and services. Very, very important, okay? So in order to get away from the split energy of this 8 of Cups, this shiny object syndrome, you want to focus on attracting and building relationships with your perfect clients and customers. Okay, that's what you need to focus on. Do not get distracted from that, because that's where all of your sales are going to come from. Okay, also, you want to inspire and influence. When you become influential in your field, you inspire people to step into their own greatness because you rose to your own first. Okay, so what this is telling me again is that you need to step into your own greatness. And then from there, you can inspire and influence others. You can attract them to your brand, to your products and services. You can be the go-to expert, the no-brain solution for the problems that your market is having, right? So this is really giving you an extremely focused awareness, focused attitude of where you need to be going. Okay, wonderful. Wow, this has been very beautiful. So we're going to end the reading with advice from Spirit. Okay, as we move forward in our business, what's some advice from Spirit that we can hold on to empower ourselves? Wow, okay. Isn't it beautiful? You got the life purpose card. So let's start there. Look at this. Life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Beautiful. Okay? So this has so much to do with being an entrepreneur, right? That you're here to bring joy to yourself and to help other people solve their most pressing problems, right? And even if you don't quite know, what your business is going to look like when it's like big and, like thriving and like, you're doing, you may not know where that's going, but just realize that it's okay, right? As you take steps forward towards, serving others, helping others with what you do, your purpose will show itself and your joy will increase, your transformation will increase, right? You also got the cleanse and detoxify card. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow or shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. Okay, so I know many of us, when we are stuck in this, kind of almost like a bad space with money, bad space with not liking our job or having a business that is, frustrating us and is not taking off in the way that we want, it's easy to let that manifest in our body. And of course, we're going to feel fatigued, tired, backed up. So I think what Spirit is trying to say is that, really do make sure that you focus on your health. Keep yourself strong. If you don't keep your body strong, then you won't be able to go out there and really help people with your business. You won't be able to go out there and build a great business. Okay. So I think those are wonderful parting words, parting advice from Spirit for your money and business reading today. Make sure you focus on your health, get connected with your spirit and your internal guidance, and keep moving forward. If you enjoyed this, please do make sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. So get out there and be unstoppable, guys, okay? Do what you always intended to do. Get out there and just do it. Do it. Spirit is with you, and I'll see you all on the next video.